Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to discuss about the elasticity of demand. So now what is elasticity of demand? Elasticity of demand is nothing but the changes which takes place in demand. So now we will see what is elasticity of demand in detail. So elasticity of demand tells the relationship which exists between change in demand for a change in determinants of demand. So if there is changes in the determinants of demand, then what changes it will bring in demand? Okay, that was explained in this elasticity of demand. So elasticity of demand refers to the sensitivity of demand for a good to the differences in other economic variables such as prices and customer benefits. Like if there is a change in demand, so demand changes because of changes in the determinants of demand. How much differences that takes place in other economic variable because of changes in demand, that was explained under elasticity of demand. So how we are going to calculate the elasticity of demand? Elasticity of demand can be calculated by dividing the percentage change in quantity demanded with the percentage change in the determinants of demand. We will get the elasticity of demand. There are different types or kinds of elasticities. For example, price elasticity, income elasticity, cross elasticity, advertisement elasticity of demand. These are the different kinds of elasticity of demand. We are going to see these elasticity of demand or kinds of elasticity of demand in detail in upcoming videos. So there are some of the uses or advantages of elasticity of demand. First is price determination. So the doctrine of elasticity of demand plays a vital role in price determinations. Here, the price determination in that process, elasticity of demand has a major role. So first thing is that seller will increase the price only when the demand for a product is inelastic. If demand for a product is elastic, then seller will lower the price of the products. So monopoly market, for a monopolist to optimize his profit, he must know the elasticity of demand for his product. So here, in order to earn a maximum profit, a monopolist must know the elasticity of demand. So degree of monopoly can be measured, or how much monopoly is there in the market, that can be measured with the help of elasticity of demand. Monopolist can perform price discrimination only when he is aware of elasticity of demand for a commodity. So he can make discrimination only when he know what is that elasticity of demand for a particular commodity. For example, there is a more price that monopolist must charge, that is monopolist can increase the prices of particular commodity if the demand for that commodity is inelastic in market. If the demand for a particular commodity is elastic in the market, then he has to charge lower prices. If he charge high prices, then demand for such kind of product will be less, the consumer may not buy the product. The concept of price elasticity of demand plays a vital role in dumping practices as well. Dumping means it is one of the practice where the products are dumped. That is, products are put in the market, which is for such products, cost or prices will be very less, and it is done in order to outbid the competition. So another advantages is pricing of public utilities. Many of public utilities are necessaries. As we know that there are several public utilities are there. These public utilities are necessaries. For example, supply of water, electricity, transport, and so on. It is very much essential in our day-to-day life. Therefore, demand for these commodity is price inelastic. That is, demand for such kind of products will be inelastic. So because it is essential, necessaries, for necessaries demand will be always inelastic. So the concept of price elasticity of demand helps the government, it helps the government to rationalize prices for these important utilities. So the government is going to take ownership of such kind of like utilities. For example, electricity and all, For that, major stake will be held by the government in case of electricity producing companies and all. Because if it is if ownership is given to private people, they may charge very high prices for these utilities will be very high if they are provided by private entities. Therefore, government used to rationalize prices for these important utilities. So now currency devaluation, it is also one of the area where we are using elasticity of demand. Analysis of currency devaluation is done with the help of elasticity of demand. So we can so for example, a country can devalue their currencies only when the demand for their product is highly elastic. If demand is highly elastic, devaluation can be done, and with the help of that they can increase their export. So devaluation is of no use when the demand for product is inelastic. So another thing, that is prosperity versus poverty, is also one of the advantages or uses, or the area where we are using elasticity of demand concept. So sometimes there is overwhelming prosperity causes poverty in some special cases. One of such special cases is bumper crop in agriculture. So now there is a there is a growth in agriculture sector. They have produced a lot of I take an example that a lot of wheat was produced, and prices of commodity falls because there will be increase in the supply of now wheat. Okay, so demand is inelastic because it is a necessary, as I already explained. In necessary, demand doesn't change even if the even if they are producing more or marketing more, the demand will remain same. So demand is in elastic, but the prices gets reduced because of increase in supply, and because of that reason farmer gets low price. So therefore not all prosperity reduces poverty. This kind of scenario we can study with the help of concept of elasticity of demand. Another area where we are using elasticity of demand is taxation. Commodity which are price inelastic is chosen for taxation purpose. If tax is imposed on price elastic goods, prices of such goods increases and demand for that goods comes down. When demand, see here, if there is a elastic goods they are taking, in order to impose a tax, elastic goods are taken. So now what happens, price of such goods, they are that prices of such goods will increase. When prices of such goods will increase, demand for that goods will come down, and when demand comes down, there will be reduction in the revenue or profits. So therefore, most of the time for taxation purpose they are choosing price inelastic goods. So another area where elasticity of demand is used is wage determination. The concept of elasticity of demand helps in wage determination. Wage of the labor are closely associated with the prices of the products which they are going to produce. So the right price that gives the maximum profit that they have to determine. Once the right price is determined, the profit will be maximized. They are going to maximize the profit once right price is charged, because if the price of the product is reasonable, consumer buy that product. So because of that reason, the firm will get maximum profit, and because of this maximum profit, the revenue or the total overall income of the firm will be high, and that income portion they can utilize for the payment of the labor. Thank you for watching this video.